Switch on the cameras. Right? Hi, Situmi. Hi, Sandika. Who is having the iPhone? Who is that rich person? Who is that multi-billionaire? One, you should have the money. Otherwise, you should know. You should not have your kidney if you carry the iPhone. Right? Where is this Tanuki girl? Sandika, switch the camera on. iPhone 17, please put your iPhone into dustbin and change your name. Right. So, uh, okay, right. So the chapter 7. Hi, Tanuki. You have 100 years of lifespan because we just took your name. And I was like, she will be here now because you, I know how badly you want to finish out this fiction part, right? Put a tick, like I have covered the fiction. Now I have to prepare for the questions and all. Yes or no? So when my yesterday night, there was a cat in my home, right? The big one, not the small one. Did you see that there was a big one, huge, like a lion? He bit my son. He attacked my son like a tiger. So yeah, honey, unwanted problems, right? So now he went to hospital. I don't wanted to conduct the class because his hand was swollen. Attack करा के लेके आना निका. He attacked like a lion. मैं हम तो टट में वहाँ ने. So my husband took him to the hospital. I'm a bit upset. Then I thought, am I going to conduct the class or cancel it? Then I thought, Tenuke is badly waiting until I finish off this part. So it's my responsibility to do it. So I'm trying to do my best. So the chapter 7 started where this man, Jagan, suddenly he reduced the price of all the confectionaries and his shop was crowded immediately. He was unable to provide the things according to the demand, but he stopped. He did not increase his supply or the production when the demand increased. What he did, according to all the other days, he did the same amount of same quantity and asked the people who were waiting outside to leave the place and come back in another day. Yeah, there's a pressure. They are checking his pressure. Maybe he's a bit nervous. Wow. මොනා කරන්නද ඉතින්? මම කිව්වා. I told him not to touch. බයයි නෙනේ. ස්ටෙප් එකෙන් මට වීඩියෝ එවනවා. හරිද? Okay. So when he reduced the prices drastically, when he put the prices down drastically, the people who were running the same business, they could not tolerate this because it's all about Jagan to reduce his prices, but it directly affect their businesses as well because customers question about the prices, right? Market prices. When this sweet seller is selling something for the 25 rupees, another person can't sell it for 125. But he can't reduce it to 25 because Comparing to the Jagan, Jagan's requirements are less, but those people they have to earn profit. Maybe they are running a big business and they have their family responsibilities, there are other priorities and all. So here, what happened? Two people, two shop owners from the city, they visited Jagan's place and they questioned. They came to ask the prices, but they had a very friendly negotiation. There was a stranger, right? A stranger. What's his name? Chinnadurai. Chinnadurai. So the Chinnadurai initially at the starting point, Jagan thought he also a companion of those two sellers. But finally he understand it's not like that. The stranger has come separately. He is having something special to share with him. So what he is coming out with, he is telling his master, who is known as Periyadore, the what we call that statue carving person, and that stranger wanted to take Jagan to that particular place. So that's where the conversations going on, and he's asking about his master, the statue carved by him, and all those details are discussed in chapter 7. We'll move to the chapter 8. Are you guys ready? So the chapter 7, I didn't forget that this is not my turn, this is your turn, you have to do the presentation. I remember that. But today I will start the chapter 8 because I feel it's better to complete that one and take another day as your presentations. Okay, on. See, keep the camera switch on. Maybe iPhone 17 remove karla danna mangin. Yeah, Marimona. Thank you. Go. Thank you so much. So here, the pond was covered with blue lotus, the steps were mantled with moss and crumbling. On the bank stood a small shrine supported on stone pillars with a low roof of granite slabs blackened by weather. Blackened by weather. Hello. Om. யாரு யாரு ஓ சொல்லுங்க ஓகே. Time and the oven smoke of wave forest. Right. Over this little building loom banyan, peepal, and mango trees, and beyond them stretch away a grove of casuarina, the wind blowing through their leaves, creating a continuous murmur as of sea waves. The surroundings were covered with vegetation of every type, brambles, thorn bushes, lantana, and olive. Okay, the sun. The sun glittered on the pond surface. The bearded man who had led Jagan to this spot remained brooding, watching some birds dive into the water. So quiet everywhere, Jagan remarked, deciding to puncture the oppressive silence. The other shook his head. So now what is happening? Chinnadore and Jagan is going to that place where his master Periyadore lived. The other shook his head, not as it used to be. Too many bushes on the highway, ever since that project in the hills. His voice trailed away. In those days, he said, when I lived here with my master, you could not meet a soul. Hello? Oh, ma. Oh, walaikum assalam. Okay. Huh. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Huh. ಇಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದುಮಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲಚಿಕೊಂದುಮೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆ, போட்டாத்தா ஆ ஆ போட்டுட்டு அடுத்தது இன்னும் 2 ஹவர்ஸ்ல இன்னொன்னுக்கு போட்டுடுவாங்களா? ஓகே. ஓகே அம்மா. இப்ப போட்டுருது தானேண்ணா? ஓகே. சரி 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 சரி. Injection was given. Thank God. I'm happy. Right. In those days, he said, when I lived here with my mom, you could not meet soul unless you walked all the way to Nallappa's Grove and crossed into the town. In those days, people did not go up to the mountain as much as they do now. Robbers hid themselves in the jungles, and tigers and elephants roam the foothills. He seemed dressed at the thought of their giving place to highway buses. So, with the modernization, with the industrialization, the thick forest converted into highways, right? The places where people hesitated to move, those people become urbanized and populated with the time. Why did you choose to live here? Jagannath. Where else could one live? We needed all those stones. He pointed through the thickets. You see the nose of Mempi for softer panel work. That stone is excellent. For images of the inner sanctum, one has to cut the stone at the belly of the hill further up. Through it is difficult to heave, and there are more breakage than in other portions. His head seemed to throb with throb with stony problems, right? So the image makers, uh, who is Buddhist here? Hi, Amodhya. Your class is cancelled. What happened? How did you leave Abhiman sir and join this class? No, teacher, it's not Abhiman sir. It's another class. History class. Class is over. Yes, teacher. Okay. It's getting more intense. Okay, right. So, is there any Buddhist people in the class? Who is Buddhist? Kayon. So, it's like, Amodhya is Buddhist. Sandika? Christian. No, madam, I'm Buddhist. Buddhist. Tenuki Buddhist. All are Buddhist. All are Buddhist. So, you guys accept this concept of worshipping statues? You accept that? You do? You do. Right. My question is this. Statues are made by people, right? Statues are made by people. After that, I don't ask any question. You ask the rest of the question by yourself. Right? Statues are made by people. After that, you raise the latter part. I let that part to you. You are asked the latter part from you because I don't want to create controversial issues. But still, the question is remain the same. Right. Okay, on, don't laugh. This is the reality. Right? So, when image makers, when they carve those images, they should have the patience, because when they make the image, first of all, they don't start from the head. They start from the bottom part, because the head is made, and after that they carve the rest of the body. No, they carve the rest of the body. Finally, they reach the head part, upper body part, this part. Just imagine They have done everything perfectly. When they carve the nose, they are in anger with the wife. They hit the nail. They hit the particular tool with the hammer. No, the break, the nose took off from the stone. What will happen? Right, entire effort in vain, right? So it's a duty which should do with so much divine qualities, so much patience. හරිද මම දන්න විදිහට ඔය මේ රූප නෙලන කට්ටිය එහෙම අරක්කු බොන්නේ නෑ නේද මස් මාළු කන්නේ නෑ පේ වෙලා නේද එහෙම කරන්නේ they have a special procedures to follow while they are carving images but still that is not almighty that is a person right who made the pictures Hari, who made the images the bearded man and in Buddhist, Lord Buddha strongly declared not to worship statues. He left his entire kingdom, entire comfortabilities just to prove this truth. Right? So, after calling yourself, if you are following the same thing, I don't know. The bearded man made a flourish as if it to ward off such a petty question. My master never bothered about such things. He never married. I came to him when I was 5 years old. I don't know who my parents were. People used to say I was picked up by my master on the riverside. මෙන්න මෙතන පොඩි fishy point එකක් තියෙනවා. Okay? There is a small fishy point. Because Chinnadore is an orphan. According to this explanation, what she says, I don't know who is my mother and father. I don't know who is my mother and father. According to the rumors, according to the people explanations, I realize I was taken from a bank river when I was 5 years old. The bearded man said, nothing to worry about, and the sales tax people have still not come. Pati mang hari tana dinne. No, 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 no. Okay, Jagan wanted to ask but suppressed the question whether he might not have been born to a passing concubine of his so called master who never married. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක දීලා වෙයිට් කරගෙන ඉන්න. බය ගුල්ලා. පුරුවට කට විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. කොහාට හරි ගියාම බය ගුල්ලා. පබේක් වගේ ඉන්නවා පුටුවේ විදගෙන. අයියෝ අයියෝ. වෙන්න මට විනාඩියක් දෙන්න පුතේ. not විනාඩියක්. just 20 seconds give me. මම මේ වර්ඩ් එක හැමදාම එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරනකොට හොයනවා but I don't remember it. Okay, here. Okay. මෙන්න මේක හොඳට බලන්න. මම ඒක ඒ වචනෙත් බලාගෙනම ආවේ. This one. There. Jagan wanted to ask but suppressed the question. අපිට අර තියනවානේ මොනවා හරි දෙයක් කියනකොට we know the truth. Hi Kayon. For the first time I'm seeing Kayon face. I always see your smiley face, not your real face. Here, you know that just imagine For what? මොකක්ද ගන්න පුළුවන්? Okay. Amodhya. Amodhya is telling, teacher, do you know about me? Teacher, don't take me, take somebody else. Okay, right. Well, these examples are best for you only. So then in the middle of the class, Amodhya says, teacher, do you know about me? How punctual I am, how dedicated I am. I never feel sleep during the class hours, you know. Right, when you say so, what happened to us? We smile. Why? We know the reality. We know the reality of yours. Here also, Jagan wanted to ask, අනේ මේ ඔයාගේ ගැන අපි දන්නේ නැද්ද කොහොමද ඔයා ක්ලාස් එකේ නිදාගෙන වැටෙන්නේ කියලා. We wanted to ask, no, but we suppress ourselves. We don't want to hurt your feelings. අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි suppress the question whether he might not have been born to a passing concubine of his so-called master who never married. Who is concubine? Concubine. Who is concubine? Concubine is the woman, new word, right? Concubine means is a woman who lived with a man without getting married. ඕකට හොඳම වචනය කියන්න පුළුවන් මට මේ හෙන නරක වචනයක් ඒ නිසා මට යා අමෝද්‍ය යා යා oh my god so weird. Right, exactly. හෙන්න නරකයි මේ අමෝද්‍ය හරිද? I'm this all, but I'm shy to come out with this word. This little girl quickly gave the word. It starts with ho. Da, 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 right? That is the concubine. Concubine means a woman who lived with a man without getting married. Illegal wife. හොඳම මේ මොනවද කියන්නේ decently කියනවනේ මේ illegal woman, illegal wife. හරිද? මේ අහන්න හිතන මොනවද දන්නවද? Jagan wanted to ask but suppressed the question whether he might not be born to a passing concubine of his so-called master who never married. කවදාවත් කසාද බැඳපුවාගේ නායකයා මේ ඔයාගේ master, so-called master, because he is your father. He is your father. ඒ කියන්නේ කවදාවත් කසාද බඳින්නේ නැහැ කියලා තාපස රැකපු එක්කෙනා තියාගෙන ගෑනු කෙනෙක් තියාගෙන ඉඳලා එයාට හම්බෙච්ච දරුවා තමයි චින්නදොරේ. ඒක තමයි he is so loyal to his master. That's why he wanted to do everything behalf of his master, not behalf of his master, but behalf of his father. Understood? මයිකයි කිව්ව එතන පොඩි fishy point එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. While the bearded man remained thinking of his past, Jagan reflected, he has the whitest beard and sells the blackest hair dye. Highlight it, highlight it, highlight it. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි පුතේ තියන්නේ මේ සමාජය හැමනේ. සමාජය හැමනේ. We raise our fingers to the others and tell them that they didn't do this and that, or they have done this and that, and put them into disgrace, considering ourselves as superior people. But when we raise our finger to the others, 3 fingers are pointed to ourselves. That means we have done mistakes 3 times than them. Yeah, that's so the Jagan is thinking the man who is consider himself as the hair dyeing person, who says that I have the most quality, most effective dye and I make the people hair super black, is having the most whitest beard, right? So that is the question Jagan is having. So the Jagan who says that the sugar is poison, we have to stay away from sugar, I don't consume sugar, is having a sweet meat shop. Understood? Understood. So this is the hypocrisy, right? This is the hypocritic situation of the people. We talk behalf of us, blame others, but when we turn back and see, we have done so many things comparing to them. They are too good comparing to us. When we put our sins and theirs in the same Hello? 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 Okay, if you just imagine you want to weigh the sins you have done and compare it with the another person, right? Definitely, when you put both sins in two sides of the scale, definitely your side will go bit down than the other person, right? Than the other person. So highlight it, huh? තේරුණාද පුතේ කොටස තේරුණාද? He has the whitest beard and sells the blackest hair dye. The person who is having the whitest hair sells the blackest hair dye. Why does he not apply it to his own beard? He asked aloud. How is your business? A question that he must have asked every few minutes whenever there was a pause, right? The beard man said, nothing to worry about, and the sales tax people have still not come my way yet. Aha, that means the business is going on really well, right? So he should earn the money in a bulk amount. That's how the tax people approach somebody, right? If someone says that I received a letter from the revenue department, revenue RID, right? Revenue income department, then you understand the particular person's monthly income is more than 100,000, 150,000. Right? If somebody says that I received a letter from RID, then you guess their monthly salary is more than 150,000, because otherwise they won't send the letters. So he's telling still they didn't approach me. So he is in a level of approaching a very good income, right? That is a real blessing, said Jagan, because I am already paying the taxes and I am hiding my income from them as well. Remembering the visitations he had to endure, the inspections and their minions rummaging in his desk for day books, ledgers, and vouchers. In the end, they accepted his accounts, unaware of the cash that grew from out of our sales at the counter and filled the smaller jug. But he could not more help it than he could the weeds flourishing in his backyard. He had a habitual, instinctive, and inexplicable uneasiness concerning any tax. If Gandhi had said somewhere, pay your sales tax uncomplainingly, he would have followed his advice. But Gandhi had made no reference to the sales tax anywhere to Jagan's knowledge. Right? So we have to be lawful. Right? We have
Excuse
to.
me, teacher.
Yes, Vate.
Teacher, just now I joined. Can you tell me the page number?
Will you please leave the class? For the God's sake, please leave the class if you joined right now. Also, keep the camera switch on. We are doing chapter 8, Puta. The page number 111. I have completed 111 and going to move 112.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, Pute. Okay, so here Jagan believe we have to follow the law. Why? Because Gandhiji has told us to do this and that, live the life in this way. All the instructions given by Gandhiji. So, as a strong Gandhian follower, he follow all the rules, all the regulations given by Gandhi. But spending money in vainly is a huge concern for him, because my hard earning money, how can I give to the government? So he has the question. Tax is a must, but Gandhiji didn't mention anything about that. Say then I can have my own procedures to carry this one. So what he does, from the income, he divide his income into two. One is maintained to show to the tax people, tax officers, and another one from the hours, from the evening hours, the money which was collected from the evening hours, he kept those things in a separate place, separate account. If suddenly income tax officers comes and do the investigation, no problem, because he has planned it in a criminal way, right? Nobody can figure it out. But ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ ළමයි අර මේ දැන් ඔයාලා shop එකකට යනවා කියලා කියනකො, you are buying something from a shop, and they want to give you give 1,000 rupees and they return you 5,000, right? They return you 5,000. Oh, they return you the balance for 5,000, right? But actually you gave 1,000 only, and you are happy. Thank God, I gave 1,000, had enough meals, and coming home with 4,000 plus balance. But within a week of period, God put you into a situation where you have to spend more than 20,000. That is the reality. Yes or no? You take that money, nature is very fair, right? The nature, the almighty, the universal is very fair. On the spot, whatever you have done, he clear your account. This universe won't keep things, because I'm so surprised, right? I'm so surprised because a mother who is having 4 children struggle to solve their problem. One is here, one is there, one fell in love, another facing divorce, another son's daughter is another son's wife is going to give a birth to a child. So many problems a mother find difficult to tackle them. What about the universe? What about teacher have no 4 children? No, I have only one, which is equal to 10. Which is equal to 10. I have one equal to 10. Don't tell me that you have only one son equal to 10. More than that. Right? So universe is taking care of this entire world, but it is not unfair. Sometimes you feel, why am I struggling all the time? Why all these problems coming to me all the time? No, it's not. According to your deeds, the universe is giving you the best treatment. Okay, කවදා හරි සල්ලි නිකන් එහෙම වැරදිලාවත් ගෙනාවොත් පුතේ දෙයියන්ගේ පිහිටෙන් ආපහු ගිහිල්ලා දෙන්න. වැරදිලා හරි කාගේ හරි දෙයක් by mistakenly අරන් ඇවිල්ලා තිබුණොත් ඒක ගිහිල්ලා කොහේ හරි තියාගෙන පෑනක් පැන්සලක් හරි කමක් නැහැ, ගිහිල්ලා දෙන්න. ඇයි දන්නවද? ඒ හැම දෙයකටම රිටර්න් එක හම්බ වෙනවා. කොහේ හරි තැනකට ඇනිලා කොහේ හරි පස්සපැත්ත ඇනගෙන කල්පනා කරනකොට ඇයි අප්පා මටම මේ දේවල් වෙන්නේ, මං එහෙන හොඳයිනේ කියලා නෑ. මොනවා හරි ඔයාලා අටකුට්ටම් වැඩක් කරලා ඇති කොහේ හරි. ඒ අටකුට්ටමට තමයි මේ පටකුට්ටම හම්බෙලා තියෙන්නේ. දන්නව නේද? ඒ නිසා හරිම පරිස්සමෙන් ඔයාලා කරන හැම ඩීඩ් එකකට මම නම් කියන්නේ heaven or hell, you will see here. Heaven or hell, you will experience everything here. When you say goodbye to this world, you have to settle your account. Tomorrow you wake up and see the time 6 o'clock. That means you have to settle your account. Still you have to do things. That's why the Almighty has let you to breathe. හුස්ම ගන්නවා නම් හෙට ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට responsibility එකක් තියෙනවා කරන්න. කොහේ හරි අඩුපාඩුවක් ඒක අර සමහර ළමයි චූටි ළමයි මැරෙනව නේද? From birth they passed away, right? They died from their birth. They are the luckiest. They are the luckiest. දන්නවද ඔයාලා? ඉපදෙනකොටම මැරෙන ළමයි මාර වාසනාවන්තයි. 6-4 දැනෙන්නේ නැතුව මාස 6-7ේදී මැරෙන්නේ හරිම වාසනාවන්තයි. අපි ජීවත් වෙලා ඉන්න ඔයාලා හිතනවාද අපි වාසනාවන්තයි කියලා? නෑ. අපි ගෙවන්න තියෙන පව් ගෙවනවා. කරලා තියෙන පව් කරලා ඒවා මේ ගෙවන්න තමයි ඉන්නේ. එහෙම නැතුව මේ ජීවත් වෙලා කියලා ජීවිතේ කියලා කියන්නේ දුකක් නේද? නැද්ද? නෑ? නා? right? This one also, you want to sleep now, you want to attend the classes. It's difficult, yes it is, right? You feel hungry but still you want to listen to me. Difficult or not? Difficult, right? My jokes are so boring but you have to laugh, otherwise I get upset. Is it difficult or not? Very difficult, teacher. What to do? Right? So living this life is a hard, it's a hard thing. So the one who are saying goodbye to this world so early are the luckiest. එයාලා accounts එක clear කරලා තමන්ගේ පාඩුවේ යන්න ඕන තැන් වලට යනවා. හරිද? හරි. එතකොට මෙයාගේ concentration මොනවාද? Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji didn't mention anything about the tax, so I don't want to pay it. I can be flexible in that case because it is not a big deal. ඉන්නේ එහෙමයි තමන්ගේ justify කරන්නේ. අපිත් එහෙමනේ. අපිත් එහෙම නේද? හොරා කනවා කියලා හැමදාම හොරා කන්නේ නෑනේ. එක දවසක් හොරා කෑව කියලා මුකුත් වෙන්නේ නෑනේ. නේ මගේ ගෙදර මට හොරා කන්න බැයිද? හොරා කන එකට ඕක justify කළා වැඩක් නෑ. So he justify his mistake. හරි. Okay, the beard man said, but they are bound to make up sooner or later when they notice fewer grew hairs around and chuckle, right? So definitely they will approach me when they have the white hair. අනිවාර්යෙන් මාව approach කරයි මොන වෙලාවටද? එයාලට සුදු කොණ්ඩේ හම්බුනහම මං ගාවට එන්න ඕන. It's not about my income, it's about my service, right? chuckle හිනාවක් දානවා පොඩි. Jagan sees this opportunity to say, anyway, you are an exception to your own rule. I like my white. Okay, so what is his own right? A sweet seller should have the motto, eat more sweet, enjoy the life. That should be the motto. Yes or no? The person who color the hair should have the motto, never keep a white hair in your head, right? Say goodbye to the white color. Say goodbye to the white color, keep everything in black. That should be the motto of a person who dye the hair. හැබැයි මෙයාගේ rule එක totally different. The person who encourage others to have the black hair carries the whitest beard. බලමු මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියලා. I like my white beard and so keep it. There is no compulsion for anyone to blacken his hair. I would not have dreamt of blackening people's heads if I had had a chance to walk on stone. But you know how these things happen. My master supported me for years. So if I can work on these stones and be an image maker, I will continue it. I don't want it to be a hairdresser, right? Hair dyeing, hair blackening person. But I chose it as I have no alternatives. මට වෙන කරන්න දෙයක් නැති නිසා තමයි මේක කරන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් මම කරන්නේ නෑ මේක. මොකද මට කරන්න ඕනේ මොනවාද? මට කරන්න ඕනේ I want to be an image maker. How could he not? As you were his only son by a passing concubine. එතකොට යා මොනවද කියන්නේ? එහෙම නැතුව කොහමද? ඔයා ඉතින් එයාගේ blah 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 ගේ පුතානේ. හරිද? මම එහෙම නරක වචන කියන්නේ නෑ ළමයි. එහෙනම් හොඳයි මං. ඒ නිසා ඔයා අර එයාගේ blah 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 ගේ පුතානේ. ඒ නිසා ඔයා කොහොමද කරන්නේ නැතුව ඉන්නේ? නෝන්ඩි පාරකුත් දානවා. Jagan retorted inwardly. අපි එහෙම කරනවා නේ. මේ අර දැන් සාමාන්‍ය මේ එපා එපා නරක කතා ඒ දේවල්. The bearded man pointed to a corner in the pilloral hall. He worked on those details of ornament and I had to move the block here. He lived his whole life here. All that he possessed could be contained within the palm of one's hand. I cooked a little rice for him in that corner where you see the walls blackened. All day he sat here working on the image, or we went to the quarry to have slab. He never saw anyone except when some temple men came to order an image. So my master, Periyadore, he spent his entire life in a corner while carving the images. He never meet Tenuki? Right? Okay. So he never meet people except whom? Except whom? The people who come there to order an image. To order an image. Oh god. මොනාද කියන්නේ? තේ එකක් හදලා දෙන්නද කියලා ඇහුවද අම්මා? ඔව්නේ. ටී එකක්
What
ඕන.
is
Ah,
sister?
what is she telling?
Sister.
What is she telling?
No, she just came and went.
Okay. I thought like පුතේ ටී එකක් හදලා දෙන්නද? Huh? So excited. I thought like that. He never saw anyone except when some temple man came to order an image. People were afraid to come here because of the snakes, but my master loved them and never approved of cleaning the wild growth around. This tree was full of monkeys. You can see them now. I'll share the fruit of those trees with them. He used to say he enjoyed the company of snakes and monkeys and everything. Once there was even a cheetah in the undergrowth. We must not monopolize this earth. They won't harm us. He used to say, and true to his word, nothing ever did. When he died one night, I sat at Vikil by a small oil lamp and cremated his body beyond that pond, keeping on the dead wood and withered leaves. In the yeah, what is the meaning of monopolize? We should not monopolize this earth. We should not keep the entire control over this world because this land belongs to everybody, not only the human being but the animal have the same rights to live on the earth like we do, right? So that's what strongly believed by Periyadore. He believed this land should not be monopolized. We have to let everybody to live. It's a snake or the cheetah or any um, poisonous animals or dangerous ones or not. We should let them to live. Unless we disturb snakes, they don't attack. That's the truth, right? They attack, they sting another one, they attacked another person when they feel they are in a danger. ඔයාලා මේ බය වෙලා කොටු හොයාගෙන දර හොයාගෙන මේක කරනකොට බය වෙලා එතකොට තමයි කන් දෙනවා මිස අනේ if you be in a place and be calm they will leave the place without making any disturb. අපේ කට්ටිය තව කට්ටිය නම මොනවද දන්නවද කරන්නේ? සරපෙක් දැකපු ගමන් වදිනවා. අනේ නයි හාමුදුරුවනේ අපිට කරදරයක් කරන්න මොන්න තරම් මෝඩ මිනිස්සුද ළමයිනේ. How stupid these people. After being in the AI stage, there are people who say, who appeal, who request snakes to leave the place. අනේ නයි හාමුදුරුවනේ මෙතන යන්න අපිට කරදර කරන්න එපා. එහෙම මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා තාම. අපි තාම ස්ටෝන් ඒජ් එකේ තමයි ඉන්නේ සමහර දේවල් වලින්. Right? So the Tamil people, they believe after they die, that dead body should not be buried. If it is buried, they can't go to the heaven. මැරුණහම මලමිනිය පිච්චුවේ නැත්තම් එයාලට දිව්‍ය ලෝකෙට යන්න බෑ. ආපහු they should continue their life කියලා. එතකොට මේ සිංහල අය නම් අපි පුච්චන්නේ නෑ නේද? Buddhist people, they don't cremate the dead bodies. They buried it. Muslim අයගේ මොනවද කියන්නේ? Muslim people, they strongly believe the body should be buried. If not, they won't be able to enter the Jannah. Yes or no, Hafsa? It's a must. It's a must. Within a 24 hours. Within a 24 hours, the body, the janaza, they call it janaza. Janaza should be buried. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කරන්න ඕන. එතකොට තමයි බරී කරාට පස්සේ තමයි එයාලගේ second life judgment, the questions are started. ඔයාලා දන්නවද? අපි සිංහල අය මැරෙන්න එහෙන බයයිනේ නේ. We are so afraid of death. You talk to a Muslim one, they're never afraid of death. They are waiting for the death. They are waiting for the death. They happily welcome it because for them, this life is temporary. This life is temporary. Where the permanent life start in their what we call kabar. Kabar mean the cemetery. Cemetery. Yeah. So they are waiting for that. It says when a person passed away within a 24 hours, they don't wait until the body heat leave the body. Like until the body get cool, they won't wait. They put it into the what we call that place. මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ පුතේ? Cemetery, the place they dig the hole to keep the body. කබර කියලා කියනවා. In English, what's the words we use for that? Where we put the coffin in?
The burial ground.
The burial ground is entire place, the small place we dig the hole and put inside the put the huh? grave, right? Grave. So grave, when they enter the grave, their life start. So because of that reason, death is not something sad for them. එයාලා අඬාගෙන අපි වගේ ඔන්නේ දාලා ගියා එහෙම they don't cry, right? ඔන්නේ මොකද එහෙම they don't cry in that way. They don't do that. Have you? They never do that. They cry because the pain is there, but they don't scream. Yes or no, Hafsa? What I'm saying is truth, right? That's what do you follow. ඔයාලා ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවද? Have you ever visited the funeral house of a Muslim people? You haven't? Go, will you? ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න. Take those experiences. You are living in a country where all the communities are living, so you should have an idea about the other cultures, other traditions as well. ගිහිල්ලා බලන්නකෝ. එතකොට ඔයාලට හිතෙනවා මම මාර කැමති. I love that method. Yeah, I love it. Mama, mage diary එකේ ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. In my life, I want to take care of my dead body. How the Muslim people are following, that's what I want in my life because that's precious. I don't know. That's precious. ඔයාලා චුට්ටක් හොයලා බලන්න ඒ ගැන. ඒක මාරයි. ඒක මාරයි. As a woman, I adore it. ඇයි දන්නවද? මම කැමති නෑ මාව ගෙනහිල්ලා කොහෙවත් ඉන්න මිනිස්සු ඇඳුම් ගලවලා කපලා කොටලා සාරි අන්දලා එම්බාම් කරලා පෙට්ටියක දාලා දවස් ගාණක් තියාගෙන වලලනවට මම කැමතිම නෑ. I don't like. I can't accept it. I can't accept it. Right? I can't accept it. Life or death. My body, right? What I carry, my dignity, how can I give up after my death? I should keep it until my last breath. Last breath, no. Last dot of my flesh. Yes or no? Breath එක විතරක් නෙමෙයි body එක කියන්නේ it's me, no? Yes or no? So ඒ නිසා මේ ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්නකෝ ඔයාලා. චුට්ටක් එක බලන්න ඒක මාරයි. මේ මම මෙහෙම මේවා කියනා නෙමෙයි. මම reality එක ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. හරි. හැබැයි මේ Tamil people they do the cremation. එතකොට මෙයා මොනවද කරන්නේ? He managed to cremate his master's body. Next day, I walked off to the city and lived on charity here and there until I got the idea for my business. That is all. I have nothing in my life to complain of now, but I was well off in those days. Still brooding, he walked around the small hall, peered into an alcove. There used to be a gourd in the sanctum which had been stolen years before we came here. One night, my master woke me up and said, "Let me make a new gourd for this temple. Then it will be flourish again." So he is අර ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? වඩුවගේ ගෙදර පුටුව නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ. Have you heard that? The carpenter's house, they don't have the chairs to sit because හදලා පිටට දෙනවා. සෙට් එකක් හදලා ගෙදරට ගෙනාපු ගමන් කවුරු හරි ආවොත්, "Oh, it's very beautiful. Can I have it?" Then what we think? Okay, it's okay, we can sell it and make something another one later. ඔහොම ඔහොම ගිහිලා ගෙදරට බඩුවක් නැතිනවා. ඒ වගේ this place, the persons Periyadore who make the images for the other temple, his temple he doesn't have an image. So one day he says what, I want to make an image to this place, so this place will be flourish again. අපේ කට්ටිය එහෙමනේ. අර මේ ඔයාලා බැලුවා නම් ෆොටෝ මේ ෆිල්ම් එක අමීර් खानගේ ෆිල්ම් එකක් තිබුණා. පිටරටින් ඒලියන් කෙනෙක් වගේ ඇවිල්ලා මොකද ඒ ෆිල්ම් එක? You remember? No, you don't? Yeah, you don't remember the name. PK, yes. PK film, he says ඔන්න ගලක් තියෙනවා හරිද? ගලක් තියෙනවා. එයා මොනවාද කරන්නේ? ගලට ගිහිල්ලා රතු පාට අරගෙන ඇස් දෙකක් තියලා හුණු ටිකක් අරගෙන කටක් ඇඳලා රෙදි කෑල්ලක් ගැට ගහලා එතන ඉන්නවා. සෝ එක මිනිස්සෙක් එනවා රුපියලක් දානවා, දෙකෙනෙක් එනවා තව එක්කෙනෙක් දානවා. සල්ලි ටික ඇවිල්ලා දාගෙන යනකොට එක මිනිස්සෙක් බලනවා අම්මට සිරිකාජ මෙන්න මෙතන සල්ලි එකතු වෙනවා. ඒ මිනිස්සයා මොනවාද කරන්නේ? ටක් ගාලා මේ සරමකුයි ෂර්ට් එක සුදු සරමකුයි ෂර්ට් එක ඇඳගෙන එතන ඉඳ ගන්නවා. තාපස කෙනෙක් වගේ. එතකොට අපේ කට්ටිය ඇවිල්ලා අහනවා මේ මගේ දුව හෙට එක්සෑම් එක ලියනවා මොනවාද වෙන්නේ? හෙට එක්සෑම් එකේ පාස් වෙන්න රුපියල් 1000ක් මෙතන තියන මම පාස් කළා බෑ. Right? So people believe those things. Right? Misconceptions, people believe them without any shame. කොහේ ගහක් ගලක් පේන්න බෑනේ නේ පොට්ටුවක් නිකන් සමහර විට තුක් ගාලා කෙල ගහගෙන යනකොට මේ බුලත් කියලා පාරක් වැටලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකත් දෙවි කෙනෙක් හිතලා වදින මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තියෙන yes or no ගම්වල තාමත් තියනවා ළමයි. Still people, village people still believe those things. ඔයාලා දැකලා නැද්ද? ඔයාලගේ කවුරුත් නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. අර මේ Facebook එකේ එහෙම තියෙන ගෑනු කෙනෙක් එනවා බෑග් එකකින් ගන්නවා මොනවාද මන් දන්නේ මං හිතන්නේ හූනියමක් කරලා වෙන්නේ නැති. ගෙදර තියලා දුවනවා. Right? මොන හරි තරහක් ඇති හදන මිනිස්සෙක් එක්කලා black magic, you believe the black magic, so still people are doing that. එහෙම කරන දේවල් තියෙනවා. So එයා කියන්නේ මොනවාද? If I erect an image here, this place will be flourish again. මිනිස්සු එනවනේ එක්කෙනා දෙනා එනවා. එයා කියනවා මට බබෙක් හිටියේම නැහැ. ඒ කෝවිලට ගියා විතරයි මම ප්‍රෙග්නන්ට් වුණා. හරිද? මට ජොබ් එක කරා සක්සස් උනේම නැහැ. ඒ දේවල්ට ගිහලා වැන්දා විතරයි මට මම දැන් මේ තට්ටු තුනේ ගයක් හදාගෙන ඉන්නේ. එතකොට අපි මොනවද කරන්නේ? Okay, so they have magical. එහෙම step by step the place get populated. අන්න ඒ වගේ වෙයි කියලා කියනවා. Okay. He had dreamt of a five-faced Gayatri to be seen now nowhere else. The deity of radiance. He had even heaved the slab for it and knocked the first dent. So he has started his work. අර ඉස්සලාම තියෙනවනේ චාර. Oh. என்ன நடந்தது?
டோஸ் போட்டாங்க.
அடுத்தது எப்ப?
அங்க கிட்ட தான் இருக்கா?
நோவுද කයි?
இல்ல.
It's not. පෙන්නන්න බල. රිදෙනවද?
අල්ලන්න එපා. අල්ලන්න.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් කීයද දැම්මද? දෙකක්ද?
විතර
ඇඬුවද ඔයා?
දැන් මට වයස කීයද?
15යි.
ඒක 15 ද කවුද නා?
ඒ බබර්චිට මට පෙන්නන්නද?
පෙන්න අත දාන්න බා.
හරි. ඔය බය වුණානේ මූණේ.
කොහෙටද?
ඒක කො
ආයිල්ල පොහෙල්ල.
නාන්න එපා හෙට.
නාන්න වෙනවා.
අර කාඩ් එකක් ආගාවද?
ඔව්.
හරි. Okay. බලන්නකො දෙකම වුණා. එයා හොස්පිටල් ගිහිල්ලත් ආව මම පාඩමත් කරා. එතකොට that's okay. The decisions taken by me was correct. හරි. කොතනද පුතේ අපි නැවතුනේ? No, let me. Okay, so he started his work. එර දන්නව නේද? එයාලා දැන් පිළිමයක් නෙලනකොට ඉස්ලාම අර නැකත් වෙලාව බලලා පළවෙනි තට්ටුව දාලා එහෙමනේ කරන්නේ. So he has initiated the work. මොනවද යාට කරන්න ඕන උනේ? 5-face Gayatri statue. අර යාලගේ තමිල් හින්දු කල්චර් එකේ තියෙන දෙවියෝ ඉන්නවනේ. 33 කෝටියක් දෙවියෝ ඉන්නවා කියලා කියනවනේ. අනේ මන්ද කොහොමද යාලා recognize කරන්නේ එක එක්කෙනාව වෙන වෙනම. Right. Let me look for it. He became suddenly active, peeped into every corner of the hall, went around to the backyard where oleanders and hibiscus flourished and bloomed wildly. He discovered a bamboo staff amidst a clump and, this is still here? Seized it and strode about, looking like a statue of many thousand years antiquity. Watching him in the setting, it was difficult for Jagan as he mutely followed him to believe that he was in the 20th century. Sweetmeat vending, money, and his son's problem seemed remote to unrelated to him. The edge of reality it was beginning to blur. This man from the previous millennium seemed to be the only object worth notice. He looked like one possessed. He pointed to a grassy spot under a palmyra tree and said, "This is where my master's body was burned that day. I can remember that terrible night." Highlight it. Highlight it. So you just think about this one. If he believe this Periodore is his only the master, he won't have this much emotional attachment with him. He himself understand that is his father. That's why he remember even the place where his father's dead body was burnt, right? Cremated. He stood under the palmyra with his eyes shut for a moment, muttering some holy verses. අපි අර මැරිච්ච කෙනෙක් වෙනුවෙන් මොනවද කරන්නේ? යාඥා කරනවානේ. අන්න ඒක. We should not let the body deceive us as to the true nature of our being. One is not really bone and meat. My master provided it, he declared, as if seized with a sudden frenzy, beat down every bush with his bamboo stick, startling a variety of creatures, lizards, chameleons, birds, and frogs, which had lived undisturbed for years in the green shelter. He seemed to enjoy their discomfiture and inhaled noisily with relish the smell of crushed greenery. He said, "I'm sure the cobras that live here must have quietly slipped away when we came. They have uncanny in their habits, very alert and watchful. Chipped off blocks of stone and odds and ends of sculptural pieces came to weave beneath the weeds." He pointed his staff at them, explaining that was the pedestal of Vishnu meant for some temple. Those are the arms of Saraswati, the goddess of learning. They could not be used because of a slight crack in the stone. My master got so upset when he noticed the defect that he flung it out through the door and remained speechless for 3 days. That's true, right? When he complete one in whole image, and end of the day he find out something defect. කොහේ හරි පුපුරලා තියෙනවා, කොහේ හරි කැලක් කැඩලා තියෙනවා. So can't accept it, no? හිතන්නකො දැන් මම ක්ලාස් එක පැය දෙකක් කරනවා, believing only how many children are there in the class? There are only 5 people, 5 students. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hafsa, keep the cam on. Only 7 people are there. But I conduct the class at night. I know that my videos are watched by a lot of students. And sharp 12 o'clock, I realized I didn't record the session. I didn't record the session. What will happen to me? I get panic, no? I get nervous. because අපරාධනේ පැය දෙකක් කතා මෙවම කරලා 7 8 chapter එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන් complete කරලා බලනකොට record වෙලා නැතුව මම කොහොමද 9 එක දාන්නේ ළමයි අහනවානේ කෝ teacher 8 එකේ recording කියලා අනේ වගේ තමයි after doing the entire image end of the day when he figure out something defective then he can't face it so what he does he remains silent for 3 days දවස් 3ක් කතා බහ කරන්නේ නැතුව ඉන්නවා ඔන්න හිතලා බලන්නකො ඉතින් මහත් එකට හිතනවා මගේ නෝනාට මොන හරි තරහ ගියාම දවස් 3ක් කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. තාත්තා හැම දවස් 3කට සැරයක්ම අම්මව රණ්ඩු කරවයිනේ තරහ ගස්සා. එතකොට අම්මා කතා කරන්නේම නැහැ. ප්‍රශ්නයක්ම නැහැ ගෙදර. right? හැම දවස් 3කටම සැරයක් මොන හරි කරලා අම්මව තරහ ගස්සනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අම්මා දවස් 3ක් කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. කතා කරන්න පටන් ගන්නකොට මේ කියවගා මේ අන්න ආපහු කතා කරන්නේ. very easy. එහෙම නෑ මෙයා. කවුද පෙරියදොරේ. At such moments, I used to stay away from him, shielding myself behind the trunk of that tamarind tree. When the mood passed, he would came me. එයා කතා කරන්න නැති වුණාම I am not going to disturb him. I remain silent in my place. When he gets settled, he come to me. But where is that other block? Where is it? The 2-foot square one. It could not have grown limbs and walk off although. මේ අඩි දෙකේ මොකද තිබුණේ 2-foot square one. අඩි දෙකේ ගලක් තිබුණා. අත් කකුල ඇවිල්ලා කොහේ හරි ඇවිදලා ගිහිල්ලාද? Let me tell you, if an image is perfect, it cannot be held down on its pedestal. I always remember the story of dancing figure of Nadraj, which was so perfect that it became a cosmic dance and the town itself shook as if an earthquake had rocked it until a small finger of the figure was chipped off. ඒක ඇත්තලු නේද? අංග සම්පූර්ණ පිළිමයක් කවදාවත් තියෙන්නේ නැහැලු. Image maker කෙනෙක් මොනවාද කරන්නේ? After completing the entire image, purposely he makes some defect on the image. මොනවා හරි කඩතුලක් උවමනාවෙන් කරනවා. හැබැයි when if we notice it, we can't figure out it. කවදාවත් හොයලා මොකද්ද කියලා මෙතන කොහෙද කැරිලා තියෙන්නේ කොතන අඩුව තියෙන්නේ කියලා හොයාගන්න බැරි විදිහට හැම පිළිමයකම අඩුවක් තියෙනවලු. ඇයි නැතුව අංග සම්පූර්ණ පිළිමයක් තිබුණොත් එතන මොනවා හරි විනාශයක් වෙනවා කියන එක strongly believe කරනවා. හරිද? එතකොට එයා කියන්නේ මොනවද මේ නඩරාජ ෆිල්ම් පිළිමයක් තිබුණලු කිසිම අඩුපාඩුවක් නැතුව. එතකොට ඒ තැන මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? earthquake එකක් ඇවිල්ලා ඒ පිළිමෙන් ඇවිල්ලා එතනින් stone finger එකක් කැඩුනලු. ඒ ඊට පස්සේ තමයි ඒක එතන තියන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියනවා. ඒක මමත් අහලා තියෙනවා. හැම පිළිමයකම මොනවා හරි අඩුවක් තියෙනවා. ඒ අඩුව purposely තමයි තියන්නේ. එහෙම දැන් අඩුවක් තියෙනවා කියලා මොනවද කියන්නේ නහය කැඩෙන වෙලාවෙ හිතනවා නහයනේ කැඩුනේ කොහේ හරි අඩුවක් තියෙනවා නහය කැඩිච්ච කවුලක් කියලා ගිහිලා තියෙනවා. Not like that, right? Not like that, children. We always do it. No one ever notices it, but we always create a small flaw in every image. It's for safety. Highlight it. Danone? They purposely create a flaw in every image, but nobody in a way that nobody notice. කාටවත් හොයාගන්න බැරි විදිහට. දැන් ඉතින් ගිහිල්ලා පන්සලේ තියෙන බුදු පිළිමේ හතර වටේ රවුමක් දාලා හොයන්න මේකේ කොතනද අඩුව තියෙන්නේ කියලා. Right? You go next time to the temple and see this image and where they have made the flow. දවසම ඉඳලම හොයාගෙන හරි එන්න. But there is. He went on talking and Jagan listened agape as if a new world have flashed into view. He suddenly realized how narrow his whole existence had been between the lovely statue and the frying shop. Mali's antics seemed to matter. Note, am I on the verge of a new Janma? He wondered. Nothing seemed really to matter. Such things are common in ordinary existence and always passing, he said aloud. Right? So he wanted to escape from that monotonous life where he wake up early in the morning, open his shop, complete his business, come back home and sleep. That's the routine life. He wanted to escape from that. So he believed this is another world, another thing, something really new for him. The bearded man, suppressing his surprise at this sudden remark, said, True, you must not lose sight of your real being, which is not mere born of it. He reached up to a branch of a guava tree, plucked a fruit, and bit into it with the glee of a 10-year-old urchin. This tree always gave the best fruit. Monkeys thrive on it, And during certain season, the treetop would be full of monkeys as leaves. He pulled down the branch again, plucked off another fruit, and held it to the Jagan. Jagan took it out courteously but did not eat it. I keep off sweet and salt. Right, right. Such an, oh my God. Right, even the guava for the courtesy, because he don't wanted to hurt the feeling of the Chinnadure, he accept that, but he didn't eat it. Why? He has taken the vow not to do what? Not to consume sweets and salt. So the guava, they have the natural sugar, so he stay away. මේ අර මනුස්සෙක් ගියාලු ඩොක්ටර් කෙනෙක් ගාවට. ගිහිල්ලා කිව්වලු ඩොක්ටර් මට දැන් අවුරුදු 35ක්. මම සිගරට් බොන්නේ නැහැ. අරක්කු බොන්නේ නැහැ. පාටි යන්නේ නැහැ. නයිට් එකට අවුටින් යන්නේ නැහැ. 9 වෙනකොට නිදා ගන්නවා. උදේට වැඩට යනවා. මට ඔය ලව් ඇෆෙයාර්ස් ගර්ල් ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ස් ඔය කිසිම දෙයක් නැහැ. හරිද? කෑම බීම ගැන මම හරිම පරිස්සම්. ඕනට වඩා මම පැණි රස කන්නේ නැහැ. තෙල් කෑම කන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම මොනවත් නැහැ. හරිම මේ හෙල්ත් කොන්ෂියස්ලි තමයි කෑම කන්නේ. මම අවුරුදු කීයක් ජීවත් වෙයිද කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ ඩොක්ටර් ඇහුවලු ඔහොම ජීවත් වෙලා මොනවටද මිනිස්සුયો කියලා. ඇත්තනේ. ඔහොම ජීවත් වෙලා අවුරුදු කීයක් ජීවත් වුණත් මොනවටද කියලා. So the life should be there to enjoy, to live the life. එතකොට මෙහෙම වැඩක් නැහැ නේ, කන්නේ බොන්නේ නැහැ, කාවත් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ, වියදම් කරන්නේ නැහැ, අඳින්නේ පළඳින්නේ නැහැ, හම්බ කරලා එකතු කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒක තමයි ඒ එකතුව හිස් කරන්න දෙවියන් වහන්සේ නිර්මාණය කරලා තියෙනවා මලීව. හරිද? නිර්මාණය කරලා තියෙනවා මලීව. මෙහෙන් මේ මොනවාද කරන්නේ? එකතු කරලා හරේ accumulate කරන එක එයා දෙයියන්ගේ පිටෙන් හිස් කරලා දෙනවා කිසිම අමාරුවක් නැතුව. Well, how to express his whole philosophy of life in limited jargon, he concluded. You will find it all explained in my book, right? මේ මට කියන්න බෑ දැන් ඔය මං ඒ සීනි කන්නේ නැත්තේ, පැණි රස කන්නේ නැත්තේ, ලුණු කන්නේ නැත්තේ කියලා කියන්න බෑ. It's a huge thing to explain. It is not a small thing. So the explanation you will see in my book. At the mention of book, the other began to lose interest. He was used to inscriptions on stone and on palmyra leaf, and he was not enticed by the mention of the printed book. Jagan, unaffected by his attitude, added, "The printed Nadaraj, do you know him at all?" The bearded man had lost interest in the subject totally by this time. Ignoring Jagan and talking on, he failed to observe that Jagan had overcome the temptation to take a bite and had let the fruit slip to the ground. He noticed it. What he did? He nicely, එහෙම අපි කරනවානේ. මේ මල ගෙවල් වලට ගියාම බිස්කට්ස් ඇවිල්ලා නංගිලා ලස්සන නංගිලා එනවා දෙනවානේ බෝයිස්ලා දන්නවා. සර්ව් කරාම මොනවද කරන්නේ? කෑම කන්නේ. මේ මොනවද? හින්දු කල්චර් එකේ විදිහට පුතේ මට ඔය මික්ස් කල්චර් එකේ හොඳ අයිඩියා එකක් තියෙනවා. හින්දු කල්චර් එකේ විදිහට එයාලා ෆියුනරල් හවුස් එකක් විසිට් කරොත් කෑම කෑවොත් හරිද? ඒ ෆියුනරල් හවුස් එකෙන් කෑම කෑවොත් මාසයක් යනකම් එයාලට කෝවිලට යන්න බෑ. They can't worship the god at Kovil for about 1 month. 1 month යනකම් බෑ. එතකොට එයාලා මොනවද දන්නවද කියන්නේ? දැන් ගියාම මොන හරි දුන්නොත් කන්න නැතුව එන්න බෑනේ. එතකොට මොනවද කරන්නේ? If they accept a biscuit, they keep it in the hand. හරිද? මෙහෙම තියාගෙන හිමීට මොනවද කරන්නේ? කොහෙන් හරි වටලා දානවා. Nicely they drop it down. හිමීට වටලා දානවා. කොහෙන් හරි දාලා එනවා. මොකද කෑවොත් මාසයක් කෝවිල් යන්න බැරි නිසා. ඒ වගේ ජගන් මොනවද කරන්නේ? He accept the guava but without eating. What he did? Nicely අතෑරලා දැම්මා. හැබැයි it was noticed by Chinnadure. Chinnadure දැක්ක එක. Unable to decide whether it would be good or bad from the point of view of dietetics. What a shame if it was good to eat and he had surrendered it for it was attractive with green turning yellow on the top and yellow turning red in the middle and the soft to the touch. Amma. Right? Then see here, මෙතන ඔතනින් මේ ගොඩාක් තැන්වලදී බලන්න RK Narayan's language style, it is very descriptive. දැන් ඇවිල්ලා here I got the saliva. මගේ කටට කෙල ඉනුවා. ඇයි දන්නවද? See here. For it was with the green turning yellow on the top. දැකලා තියෙනවා නේද? ගුවාව එකේ green turning yellow. ගෙඩිය දැන් ඉදීගෙන එන්න. කොළ පාට කහ පාටට මාරු වෙගෙන එනවා උඩින්. හරිද? red in the middle. හැපුවාම රත්තු පාටයි. අර රෝස පාටට කාලා තියෙනවා නේද? කටට කෙල උන්නනවා නේ තැනකී. Me too. And soft to touch. ඔබ අතින් අල්ලලා බලනකොට පොඩි අර ගල් වගේ නෑ. පොඩි soft ගතියක් තියෙනවා. මාරම හොඳම stage එකනේ. The best stage to consume. කන්න හොඳම stage එක. So the way he used the language. Language එකෙන් he gives the picture. Language එකෙන් අපිට taste එක feel කරන්න දෙනවා. So that the richness of the language you can understand here. Imagery, right? Before he had developed his theories of same living, he used to eat a dozen of them each day, and it might well be said that between 7 and 12 years of age, the aroma of guava had permanently clung to him. A huge tree had grown in their backyard right over the tin shed, and one day his father took an axe and cut it down, remarking, "These little evils will eat nothing else as long as this cursed tree stands." මේ මොනවාද? Flashback එක. It's a flashback. Highlight කරන්නකෝ. One day his father took an axe and cut it down, remarking, "These little devils will eat nothing else as long as this cursed tree stands." අපි කියනවානේ මේ යකු මොනවත් කන්නේ නැහැ, කැම ටික කන්නේ නැහැ, මේ හැම තිස්සම පෙර ගහ එල්ලීගෙන ඉනවා කියලා පොරවක් අරගෙන කපලා දානවා. ඒ වෙනකන් during when he was what is the age 7 or 12 7 to 12 years වෙනකන් එන්න ඒ range එකේ Jagan was so fond of eating guava. පෙර ගහේ එල්ලිලා හිටපු කාලේ. See how one by one they are going down with colic. As he followed the other about, vaguely aware of his speech, his mind was obsessed with the fruit he had abandoned until the beard man asked, "Are you listening to me?" එයා දැක්කේ නෑ. චින්න දොරේ නෙමේ දැක්කේ. කාටද මේක මෙවුවා උනේ? ජගන්ටම හිතෙනවා අපරාධනේ දර පෙර ගෙඩිය මම බිම දැම්මේ. In vain, I could have eaten it. අපරාධනේ කෑමනේ. ඒ වෙලාවේ මොනවද හන්නේ? "Are you listening to me?" "Yes, yes, of course." අහගෙන ඉන්නේ. "We have gone round and round but not found the slab. It must be somewhere," said the bearded man. He hugged the stick, resting his chin on it, and was lost in thought. Jagan could not help asking, "Why are you bothered about it?" "ඇයි මේ ඔච්චර දුක් වෙන්නේ මේ ගලක් ගැන?" very important, I'll tell you. When I have found it, you will know." He unwrapped himself from the stick abruptly and said, "Now I remember, come with me." He moved briskly towards the pond. "Come down with me, mind the steps, they are slippery." He went down the steps and up to his knees in water. Jagan lagged behind, unable to comprehend the other's action. Perhaps he is going to knock me into the pond and go back to the town and report, "The maker of sweet has vanished." The other face was flushed with excitement as he looked up and cried, "Won't you come down? What if your dhoti get wet? You can dry it later." His tone was peremptory. Right. Here, මොනවාද හිතන්නේ? මාව මේ මනුස්සයා පොන්ඩ් එකට අරන් ගිහිල්ලා තල්ලු කරලා මරලා දාලා ගිහිල්ලා කියන්නත් දන්නේ නැහැ අන්න කඩේ මනුස්සයා මැරුණා. දැන් ඉතින් කඩේ මගේ නමට ලියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ වගේ මොන හරි මේ අංජබජල් කේස් එකක්ද දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා මේ suspicious mindset එකකුත් තියෙනවා. Jagan descended the moss covered steps which gave him a creepy feeling underfoot. ඔයාලට මේ සිචුේෂන් එක තේරෙනව නේද පුතේ? ජගනුයි චින්නදොරයි දැන් ඔන්න අර ටෙම්පල් එකට ගිහිල්ලා කැලෑව ඇතුලේ තියෙන යාළගේ ටෙම්පල් එක ඇතුලට ගිහිල්ලා දැන් ඔන්න චින්නදොරේ කියනවා මොකද්ද ගලක් තියෙනවා මේ ගල මගේ මාස්ටර්ස් මොනවද කරලා තියෙන්නේ පිළිමේ නෙලන්න ස්ටාර්ට් කරලා තියෙනවා මේකෙන් තමයි මට නෙලන්න ඕනේ කියලා හොයාගෙන ඉන්නකොට හොයාගන්න බෑ. හරිද හොයාගන්න බැරුව ඉන්නකොට එකපාරටම එයාට මතක් වෙනවා පොණ්ඩේ කියනේ දැම්මේ කියලා. ඒක තමයි ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා පොණ්ඩේකින් ඒ ගල ගේන්න යන්නේ. Jagan descended the moss-covered step, which gave him a creepy feeling underfoot. His dhoti did get wet, and he shivered slightly as he watched his fascination bees swarming on the blue lotus. He felt a sense of elevation. It would be such a wonderful moment to die, leaving the perennial problem of life to solve themselves. While he was busy with his thoughts, the other, who had stopped on all fours, looked up and said, "Come here," with his eyes blazing and his beard fluttering in the wind. There is no retreat for him, thought Jagan. He is preparing to hold my head down in the water. Should I turn back and rush away? මාව මේ පොණ්ඩකට අරන් ගිහිල්ලා ඔළුව වතුරේ ගිල්ලගෙන මරන්නද දන්නේ නැහැ යන්නේ මම පැනලා යන්නේ ඒකද හොඳ. No, not a chance of retreat. And he took a future step down. He was now wet up to his waist. Cold water may be good for uh, rheumatism, but I'm not a rheumatic, he told himself. If I do not perish in this water, I shall perish of pneumonia. In my next life, I'd like to be born. His mind ran through various choices: pet dog, predatory cat, street corner donkey, Maharaja on an elephant, anything but a monkey making, anything but a money making sweet maker with a spoiled son. අනේ අම්මේ මම පූසෙක් වෙනවා බල්ලෙක් වෙනවා බූරුවෙක් වෙනවා ඕන එකෙක් වෙනවා හැබැයි මේ වගේ අංජ බජල් පුතෙක්ගේ තාත්තෙක් වෙලා නම් ඉපදෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හිතුවා. මොන විදියට මැරුණත්. ඒ කියන්නේ how much pain, right? How painful the experience he is going now. Currently the feeling he is going now. The beard man, still on all fours, now commanded, "Plunge your hand in here and feel." Jagan obeyed, precautiously poising himself on the slippery surface. "What do you feel there?" the other asked imperiously. Jagan noted that ever since they had stepped into this garden, the man had become more and more authoritarian. Right? Who is authoritarian? Chinnadore. Chinnadore then? මේ විදිහට කරන්න come here, go there, come to the water, bend yourself, take this stone. Very authoritarian instructions දෙන්න වගේ. He was no longer the tame hair blackener of Kabir seed, but a sort of leader of the poses. A petty chieftain used to having his orders carried out without question. Nothing like implicit obedience. Jagan plunged his arms into the water and shuddered when something clamped his jaws on his hand. "Oh," he screamed. It was only the other's hand grip. Now a smile appeared on the bearded face as he propelled Jagan's head through the water over a stone surface. "This is the stone I made. Let us take it out. Hold it at your end properly. Can't you lift it?" "I'm not surprised. If you ate normally like other human beings, or at least consumed some of the sweets that you sell, you should be in better shape." That's disgusting, right? That's disgusting. So this one Chinnadare is asking the man to hold the stone, and he under realized the Jagan is not strong enough to carry the stone. So he says, "At least you could have consumed enough food. No need to consume other food. Just have some sweets from your own shop." කඩේ විකුණන දෙයක් කාලා තිබ්බනම් හරි චුට්ටක් පණ තියෙයි. ගලක් උස්ස ගන්න. ගලක් උස්ස ගන්නවත් පණ නැති මිනිස්සයා කොහෙද පොත් ලියලා රටට තියෙන මේ මොකද්ද? எப்ப எப்ப வர சொல்லியிருக்கிறான்? 16th ஒன்று 20th ஒன்று. Steroid. What are the steroid? 16th 16th and 25th or 20th. Anti-rabies. Hurry. I remember my master put this stone into the water because it needed the treatment to bring out its surface grains. Do you feel the notches? The first ones he made, he had started to work on it but suddenly decided that it needed water seasoning. He always said that the longer a stone stayed in water, he looked about in despair. If you could only make up your mind to lift it, it is only willpower you lack. This is not, after all, a big statue but a small one, hardly a couple of feet. When it is
Ma'am, can't hear you.
Can't you lift a stone that is going to be just 18 inches high? I'm surprised. I only want you to give me a hand. Not lift it yourself. Help me. හෙනට නෝන්ඩි කරනවානේ. ඒ කියන්නේ just a few feet, 2 feet of stone. Can't you lift it? Right? So the person who is advising the entire nation, who believes that he has followed a proper nutritious diet, is unable to carry a stone which is 2 feet high, right? He was so cajoling and bullying by turns that finally Jagan began to feel that he ought to exert himself. He gritted himself for the task by trying his upper cloth around his head and tucking up his dhoti in a business-like manner. He held his breath, gripped his end of the block, pausing for a moment to consider whether at his age he was well advised to carry a slab of stone up wet steps. But this was no time to consult one's own inclinations or welfare. When they reached the top of the steps, he just let go the stone through his entire length, flat on the grass, and shut his eyes. මොනවද දන්නව නේද? ඔහොම වෙනව නේද? ද පිරිමි ළමයිට ඔහොම කරාම හරි. අපෝ සන්දික මේ වැඩක් නෑ. ඔයා පිරිමියෙක් දානේ. මේ ගහකට නැද ගන්න බෑ. අඹ ගෙඩියක් කඩා ගන්න බෑ කොහොම ගස් නගින්න දන්නේ නැති එක්කෙනා මොනවද කරන්නේ? මගේ පිරිමිකම පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. I want to show my madness, no? So he climbed the tree. right? ඔහොම ට්‍රිගර් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ට්‍රිගර් කරාම හප්පෝ පිරිමි කෙනෙක්ද මේ කට මිරිස් කෑල්ලක් ආපු ගමන් ඇස් එකෙන් කඳුළු වෙනවා. කන්න බැයිද කිව්වහම එන්න මිරිසහෝ එන්න සැරට තියෙන එක කාලා කාලා වොෂ්රූම් එකට ගිහලා දිව ඔක්කොම පියලා පියලා හරියනවා. So they don't want to give up their dignity. තමන්ගේ ගෞරවය රැක ගන්න ඕන දෙයක් කරනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි. මේ අබුලි කරන්න ජගන් මොනවාද කරේ? ගෙනල්ලා දාන්න ඕන තැනින් දැම්මා. When Jagan revived, he found the other rolling the stone over and explained, "This would be the top. Come close and you will see the lines marked by my master with the bucking, the outline of the goddess." He scraped the moss off the stone, which was drying in patches, and stood lost in the contemplation. To Jagan's eyes, it was no different from any other block of stone. Even the scratches originally made by the master were hardly convincing, but the bearded man seemed to feel intoxicated at the sight of it. This is where the goddess' hands come. One, she is 10-armed, and except for the one which indicates protection and the one offering a blessing, all the other arms hold a variety of divine articles. For some time, he was lost in visions of the goddess and then began to narrate a story. දේවතාවියක් මවනකොට අත් 10ක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ අත් 10ට මෙන්න මේවට මේකයි මේ අතේ මේ වෙපන් එකට මෙහෙමයි කියලා ලොකු ස්ටෝරි එකක් තියෙනවානේ. But for us, when you see the stone, for you it's an ordinary stone. හරිද? දැන් හිතන්නකො මොන හරි මේ මොන හරි important එකක් තියෙන දෙයක් වෙන්න කියලා. I'll take this one. This is a small stone, nail, right? Is it an important one? Do you find any speciality in this nail? Very ordinary one. But for me, this is very precious, very important. Why is that? This is the nail of my fan, stand fan. It was the bottom part was broken. If I miss this one, I can't buy a nail. So I keep this one very in a safe place so that I can take it out and buy the particular instrument. තේරුණා නේද? ඔයාලට මේකේ there is no speciality in this, an ordinary one. යද වරගෙන විසි කරලා දාලා තිබ්බා. දැක්කාම මම මෙයාගේ මේක මොනවද කියන්නේ? towel rack එක යට තිබුණා. මම බැලුවා අම්මෝ if I miss this one අපරාධේ 18,000 නේ ෆෑන් එකක් කියන්නේ දැන් නේද? 18,000. What is the price of a stand fan? So for the Jagan, it's just an ordinary stone. But for him, for the Chinnadore, it's so special. Why? This stone was considered as more precious by his master. The lines which was drawn by the master is remaining. එයාගේ තාත්තා අවසානයේ වරට ඇඳපු lines ටික තියෙනවනේ. එතකොට එතන තියෙනවනේ emotional attachment. Because of that reason, that stone is precious for him. හැබැයි ජගන්ට එහෙම speciality එකක් නැහැ. He doesn't have that. I know the story of the goddess, said Jagan. Who doesn't? replied the hair blackener. But still, it's always good to hear it over and over again. You will always have the protection of Devi, and everything you attempt will turn out successful. And he broke into a loud Sanskrit song. The birds in the trees fluttered at the sprang back into the water. The Jagan's gaze was held by the delicate track on the surface, led by the newt and other aquatic creatures invisibly cursing. If I can devote my life to the completion of this task, I will die in peace, said the other. How old are you? asked Jagan. Do you want to know? Then guess. කීයද කියලා දන්නවද? Guess. Such speculation always embarrassed Jagan. He could never be sure whether people asking that question like to look younger or older than their years. In either case, he felt he could not be drawn into the debate, and so said, I can't say, observing the man's head, which was bald. No place for his dye there, he thought, right? Bearded man, white beard. Right, he could have applied his dye and make it black, but his dye can't do anything in his head. Why? There is no hair. Bald head. Dye එක apply කරන්න hair එකේ නම් කිසිම ඉඩක් නැහැ. අර මෙන්න මේක ඇවිල්ලා මටත් තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක්. මටත් තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙමෙයි හැමෝම කරන දෙයක්. When we ask somebody's age, what they do? What do you think? What do you think? We are not here to observe your body and the structure and tell you how young you are, how smart you are. We just ask the age. Tell how old you are. කවුරුවත් කියන්නේ නැහැ නේ ළමයි වයස ඇහුවම ඔයාගේ වයස එකම ඔයාට මොනවද හිතෙන්නේ? මට හිතෙනවා කනට ගහන්න කියලා කන පැලෙන්න. That's what I think. What do you feel? I feel I just want to give a slap. කවුරුත් කියන්නේ නැහැ, including me. It would be the most do you want to know? Such as I am 69, said the other abruptly in a matter of fact manner. I'm prepared to die peacefully on my 17th birthday if I can finish that image and install it on its pedestal. So as my final deed, I just want to complete this figure. I just want to complete this image and say goodbye to this world. එහෙම නෑනේ අපිට අපි plan කරලා එනවාද? එහෙම නෑනේ. Will you be able to complete it in an year? Jagan asked. I may or may not, said the other. How can I say? It's in God's hand. With all that water seasoning, the slab may suddenly split in the middle, and then what does one do? Several possibilities occurred to Jagan. While he was fumbling for an answer, the other declared, bury the broken image and start anew with the fresh quarrying and fresh seasoning in water. That's all. It's not in our hand. If that breaks, ඒකත් කැඩුණොත්, that's be an inauspicious thought and question. එහෙම අවසන් මේ අසුබ විදිහට කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. That she එහෙම කතා කරනවා, said the other grimly and added the second one. The stone does not generally crack. They sat in silence, which the other broke. 10 hands. Oh, the very picture thrills me. He burst into a song in Sanskrit. Mukta Vidarma Hema. When he had completed the stanza, he asked, "Do you understand the meaning of that?" "Yes, in a way," replied Jagan cautiously. "It only means the goddess whose countenance has the radiance of Mukta, that is pearl, and Herma, that is gold, and then the blue of the sapphire or the sky, and then the redness of the coral." He took a deep breath, paused, and continued. "Since she is the light that illuminates the sun himself, that combines in her all colors and every kind of radiance, symbolized by 5 heads of different colors. She possessed 10 hands, each holding a conch, which is the origin of sound, a discus, which gives the universe its motion, a god to suppress evil forces, a rope that causes bonds, lotus flowers for beauty and symmetry, and Kapalam, a begging bowl made of a bleached human skull that combines in her divinity everything we perceive and feel, from the bare, dry bow to all beauty in creation. Jagan was filled with awe and reverence at the picture. The bearded man sat brooding for a while, then said, "My master always meditated on this form and wanted to create the image for others to contemplate. That was his aim, and if I can carry it out, I'll abandon all other work in life." He came down to business. "It's only a man like you that can help in this task." So he wanted to dedicate his entire life making this image, right? He was ready to give up, but he need a person who can sponsor him. රස්සාවක් කරන්න තු මේ දේ කරනවා නම් කවුරු හරි යාට ස්පොන්සර් කරන්න ඕනනේ. So he was waiting for a sponsorship. Jagan gave a start on hearing this. He had not thought that the task would concern him. හැමෝම ඇවිල්ලා අන්තිමේට නවතින්නේ යාගේ පොකට් එකෙන් තමයි. If it is his son or the Chinnadore, both came to the same place. How? He asked anxiously, and before the other could collect his thought, added, "Don't think too much of me. No. After all, I am a humble merchant." Right? මං ගැන මේ ලොකුවට හිතන්න එපා. මම මේ හෙන මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි. මම මේ නිකන් පොඩි වෙලෙන්දෙක්. The other said, "Why don't you buy this garden and install the goddess?" මෙතන අරගෙන මෙතන පිළිමයක් තියලා මෙතන පන්සලක් හදන්න පුළුවන්. "I do not know," replied Jagan, thickening his armor of self-defense, and tried to laugh the question off. But the other became deadly earnest, half rose and waving a finger close to Jagan's eyes and said, "Very well, I understand. I only thought it would do you good to have a retreat like this." Yes, good. No, I need a retreat. You know, my friend, at some stage in life's life, one must uproot oneself from the accustomed surroundings and disappear so that others may continue in peace. ඕක ගොඩාක් ආගම් වල කියනවා නේද පුතේ? අපිට හිතෙනවා නම් අපි ඉන්න ඇට්මොස්ෆියර් එකේ අපිටත් සතුටක් නැහැ. අපි වටේ ඉන්න මිනිස්සුන්ට සතුටක් නැහැ කියලා අපි ඒ තැනින් අයින් වෙලා වෙන තැනකින් අපිව මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ? රීලොකේට් කරගන්න ඕනේ. රීලොකේට් කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා අපිටත් හොඳයි අනිත් මිනිස්සුන්ටත් හොඳයි. ඒක තමයි මෙයා කියන්නේ, highlight it. You know, my friend, at some stage in one's life, one must uproot oneself from the accustomed surrounding and disappear so that other may continue peace. එතකොට එතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපි එතනින් ගියාම අනිත් මිනිස්සු එයාලගේ පාඩුවේ සැනසීමේ ජීවත් වෙනවා. It would be the most accredited procedure according to our scriptures. Husband and wife must vanish into the forest at some stage in their life, leaving the affairs to the world, to younger people. ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? වනවාසී වෙනවා කියලා. සමහර අර මේ මොනවද දන්නවද කියන්නේ මේ මුස්ලිම් people එයාලා යනවා මක්කා. සිංහල අය යනවා, බුද්දිස්ට් අය යනවා නේද? මේ දඹදිවද යන්නේ. දඹදිව යන්නේ තමන්ගේ මේ තමන්ගේ කරන්න තියෙන යුතුයකම් විතුකම් ඔක්කොම ඉෂ්ට කරලා යනවනේ. ඇයි දන්නවද? ඒ දැන් ඉතින් ඇති. ළමයි හැදුවා, ළමයිට ඉගැන්නුවා, ළමයිව කසාද බඳලා දුන්නා. එයාලට එයාලගේ රෙස්පොන්සිබිලිටි කරන්න දීලා අපි ගිහිල්ලා දෙවියන්ගේ පාඩුවෙන් අපේ පාඩුවේ බණක් දහමක් අහගෙන මොන හරි පිනක් කරගෙන කාලේ ගෙවන්න ඕනි කියලා. අන්න ඒකට අපි කියනවා වනවාසී ජීවිතය කියලා. ඒ වගේ වනවාසී ජීවිතයක් පටන් ගන්න එක හොඳයි කියලා කියන්නේ. Jagan felt so heartily in agreement that he wanted to explain why he needed an escape. His wife's death, his son's growth and strange development, how his ancient home became the lowly statue was beginning to resemble hell on earth. But he held his tongue. He felt shy and reserved about talking of his son, like one not wishing to exhibit his source. අපි මොනවද කියන්නේ? උඩ බලලා කෙල ගහගත්තොත් මූණටමනේ වැටෙන්නේ. නේද? උඩ බලලා කෙල ගත්තොත් කෙල ගැහුවොත් මූණට තමයි වැටෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි අපි පුළුවන් තරම් අපේ තියෙන තුවාල අනිත් මිනිස්සුන්ට පෙන්වන්න නැති තරමට අපිට මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන්? ගෞරවණීය විදිහට ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. If you find a person who you with whom you feel very comfortable, you reveal all your sad stories. The next day that person can stand against you. ඔයාට විරුද්ධව නැගී හිටින්න පුළුවන්. තේරුණා නේද? So it's better to hide our own souls and go through the pains we have without sharing it with the others. Right? So otherwise Jagan can say, I lost my wife. I raised my son alone. He was this what is the word arrogant, right? So he left the country. He came back with a woman, so-called wife, and now he is asking money. So all those complaints he could have narrate, but he decided to remain silent, knowing that it's useless. It will draw your standard down. Okay, Pute, I feel so sleepy, but I complete the chapter. Now 7 and 8 chapters you have to prepare for a presentation. Can you put both explanation into one and do your explanation within a 10 to 15 minutes? Each one of you will be given 10 to 15 minutes. Within 10 to 15 minutes you have to say 7 chapters started from this point and it lasts like this and ended at this point, and the 8 chapters started here. It brought these kinds of concept incidents, and finally it came to the conclusion in this point. 9 chapter again I will know. Next day we will do the presentation. Please get ready. Tomorrow onwards you start. May wala leave the you are experiencing your vacation. Raise your hand. You are in your vacation. Tenuki is forever vacation. Tenuki is in forever vacation. What about the others? Amodya, you have vacation. Situmi? Yes. Sandika? Sandika තියෙන හොරපූස් බැල්මක් තියෙන සන්දික. සන්දික තියෙන හෙන්න හොරපූස් බැල්මක් තියෙන. You are in your vacation?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Hafsa, do you have school?
Yes, teacher.
Why is that? Don't they have any other works?
But I'm not going.
You are not going. What a nice girl. Okay, so if I can, I will drop your message. Right? Okay, guys, God bless you. Good night. Go and sleep. What about Anda? Amodya? Amodya will leave the class as soon as possible. See? I told. Amari.